Hi, my name is Kaden Spraybarth, and this is my audience: Jasmine, David, Jake, Hudson, Maggie, and Libby. And today I will be talking to you about PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, and how it affects people who come home from the military, from being overseas. This affected me in many ways because I have family members who come home from overseas and have high stress levels and don't know how to deal with it. Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is a mental health condition that is caused by a terrifying or horrifying event when people are in many different situations, but especially to soldiers who are overseas who have to deal with many different things they've never seen before. Usually people can overcome symptoms of PTSD by themselves or with family members, but if they start to worsen, they might have to get help from a medical professional. About 11 to 20 out of 100 veterans from Operations Iraq Freedom and Enduring Freedom have PTSD a year, and about 30% of Vietnam soldiers have PTSD in their lifetime. This comes from health.usnews.com. There are many symptoms to PTSD, such as memories and flashbacks from the terrifying event that they have endured. Sometimes they are easily startled and frightened by different situations that might not have caused many issues before. They can have physical reactions to these, nightmares and terrifying dreams. They might always be on guard and watching for things that they might not be watching for otherwise. Negative thoughts about themselves might overcome them, and they start to think negatively about themselves, but also others around them. Trouble sleeping, concentrating, maintaining relationships, or enjoying the little things and having positive thoughts might be an issue for them. All right, along with the symptoms come the causes of post-traumatic stress disorder. Traumatic situations in the military, especially like war, death, or violence, sometimes being threatened by weapons or torture, different terrorist attacks, and overall combat exposure can be part of these horrifying events for soldiers who then have to come home to their families and learn how to deal with these things on their own. Another thing would be survivor's guilt. Many soldiers come home and don't know how to deal with survivor's guilt, being the only one who might have come home. Being in an environment that reminds you of the event can be especially difficult and cause many symptoms, and being able to identify these types of environments for you can also help you stay away from them and help lessen your symptoms. Prevention and diagnosis is especially helpful. Being able to understand when you have it or what the symptoms are can help you prevent different things. Checking for physical symptoms can help and be a start for you. Talking to family and friends can be helpful in the beginning. Talk about what might have caused the PTSD for you. Exercise and sleep, and maybe starting a new diet, getting out of a routine a little bit, or starting a new routine can be helpful for you. Meditation and breathing methods have seemed to help some others. Removing yourself from the environments that remind you of the events can be helpful as well. Or talking to a mental health professional is never something that you should be ashamed of. There's a lot of stigma around asking for help and knowing when to ask for help, but that's nothing you should ever be ashamed of. So overall, there are many symptoms, causes, and things you can do to diagnose and prevent post-traumatic stress disorder. And asking for help is always something you should do if you think that that would be the right thing for you to do when you come home. Thank you.